Organic farming is an agricultural system that emphasizes the use of naturally occurring non-synthetic inputs such as compost manure, green manure, and bone meal, and places the emphasis on techniques such as crop rotation, companion planting, and mixed cropping. Production of organic food in Kenya is still relatively little, but increasing fast. Over 182 hectares of land are under organic management, which accounts for about 0.6% of the total agricultural area in Kenya. Globally, organic markets are growing. Consumers are more and more interested in healthy and sustainably produced food, and expenditures on organic food are rising faster than non-organic food. Meanwhile, there's an increase in local organic farmer markets as well as designated organic sections within supermarkets. Many consider organic agriculture an interesting option for smallholder farmers in Africa because it offers a unique combination of low inputs, environmental conservation, and provides access to premium price markets. And now, let's go to the farm to learn more about organic farming. Hello and welcome to Kilimo and Biashara show. Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember, this is a show that brings you different types of farming methods and all emerging trends in the agribusiness world. Well, would you like to create a productive ecosystem for your land and sustainable in that matter? Well, you're in the right place because today we are focusing on organic farming right here at Mlango Farm. Let's enter Mlango Farm.
Hey Linda, welcome, you made it.
I made it.
Welcome to Mlango Farm.
Thank you so much. This is beautiful. Introduce us to Mlango Farm.
Welcome to our farm, our family home. Just outside of Nairobi, we've created this organic, educational vegetable farm where we grow a lot of vegetables, a bit of fruit, and we welcome a lot of people to learn about where does your food come from, why is it important that we take care of the environment. That's what we do.
So tell me, when did all this start? Where did you begin?
It started with a love story. My late husband, he's from here. This is his family land. I'm from the Netherlands, and we met each other in the Netherlands. Soon after we met, he said, "Nice meeting you, but I want to go back to Kenya." He wanted to start farming on this fertile, neglected land close to Nairobi. We realized this place has a lot of potential. So we started very small with a dream of making it a better place than how we found it. So Mlango also is the door to the future, a better, greener world than concrete jungle.
So what did you begin with? Because you have so many crops here.
We started with, one worker to help us outside on the land and a few cabbages. And from there, we bit by bit, we grew. We had one first customer that was the organic shop in Gigiri. That's already a long time ago, that's not there anymore, but that was our first customer. We just started, because the land was neglected, it was clean, and we wanted to keep it clean and make it better. So we started straight from the beginning with organic farming, mixed cropping, crop rotation. But we started very small with one customer, and from there we just slowly developed.
Now tell me, what crops do you have here?
Oh, we made a list of about more than 60, I think, is on the list. Mostly vegetables, greens, herbs, bit of fruit, but we're in the highlands, so Not all the fruit works here, but banana, tree tomato, peaches, only once a year. Mostly vegetables. Yeah, and all mixed. Yeah, so it's not like we do skooma or we do cabbages. It's all together makes that it's also healthy.
You mentioned that this is an organic farm. Why organic farming?
Well, I would rather ask the question, why chemicals and monocropping? Why on earth would you want to put chemicals on your land and on your food that goes into your body? So the question should really be the other way around. Why would people want to put all that nonsense, which doesn't make sense, nonsense? Why would they put that on their land, on their food? So organic farming is a no-brainer for me. Of course you don't put that on your food. Of course you need to keep it healthy. It goes in your body. And you need to, if you grow organically without the use of chemicals and pesticides, if your soil is very healthy, then your food is also more nutritious.
So what do you use in place for fertilizer? Since you don't use fertilizer, you use organic. What do you use?
Compost, manure. Of course, you need to keep the soil very healthy. That's where it all starts. If your soil is healthy, your plants will be healthy.
Els, you've talked about taking care of the soil, crop rotation, avoiding monoculture totally. But for someone who's beginning this venture, wants to venture into organic farming, what are some of the things that they should really know before they immerse themselves into it?
Yeah, another thing is you need hands. Eyes and hands. You need people to manage it. If there's a small problem, you immediately need to tackle it. With all these different crops growing together, it usually also stays small, because if you have one field with one crop, yeah, then the disease can spread quickly. But if you have a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of that, then the problem stays small also. But yeah, eyes and hands.
And since you don't use fertilizer, how do you deal with pests and diseases? Because I can imagine for organic farmers, pests are their enemies.
Mulching, did I mention mulching? Also very important. But how we deal with pests is, for example, we make our own sprays. When we really have a tough problem, we use garlic, chili, neem, rhubarb leaves even. There's different things you can do in natural ways.
So you formulate your own sprays right here, organic sprays. But I'd like to know, what are other challenges that you experience as an organic farmer?
Yeah, challenges are always there, but I think regular monocropping farmers also have those challenges, like the car is, we deliver and the car is stuck on the road. So the normal challenges, finding good people to work with you, where do I find good seeds, who am I going to partner with. There's challenges all the time.
Now that you've talked about seeds, where do you source your seeds? Because I can imagine this is an organic farm and getting seeds is quite difficult.
Yeah, so to get organic seeds, you need to share with your neighbors. We strongly believe in seed saving and sharing, but we also buy in the agrovet. It's in that sense we are not 100% organic, because we still use we also buy seeds in the agrovets. But yeah, no chemicals and pesticides on the soil or on the plants. But yeah, and sometimes, you know, we also deliver our vegetables to hotels and restaurants. So sometimes chefs, for example, they come with seeds. Please, can you grow this for me? Because I want to have this on my menu. So I get my seeds from anywhere and everywhere I can.
I see the chefs can also decide what you have to grow here. And I also noticed that everything here is medicinal.
Yes, everything is medicinal. This farm is a medicine. So why would you put dawa on your farm? The farm is a medicine, it's by itself. And how did we decide? Yeah, we're still dreaming of more biodiversity. We're not there yet. So you just keep mixing, whatever you can find. push it in there.
And I've seen that some of the herbs here are anti-malarial. Tell us about that.
Yes, thank you for asking that. There's a plant, it's called Artemisia, and we are part of a worldwide network. It's called the House of Artemisia. We are one of the 130 houses worldwide. We promote the use of this plant. Of course, for people with money, you can run to a doctor and you can get dawa and you can, help yourself when you're sick with malaria. But there are so many people all over the world who die. It's a horrible disease, and so a lot of people die from malaria or they spend all their money on it. Now there's a plant that can prevent and cure malaria. It's called Artemisia. We do courses here on Artemisia. We sell the tea, we sell the plants. It's a wonderful story. Artemisia. So if you drink a cup of tea every 2 days, so once in 2 days, it can prevent, and it's good for not only for malaria, other parasital diseases, bilharzia also, good for menstrual cramps also. It's a wonderful plant. But of course the big story is malaria.
We'll come back. We'll be sure to be back here to cover and feature Artemisia. But now, what are the benefits of having an organic farm?
Yes, so the benefits is, for me, I think the most important is that it's a long-term vision. A lot of aspiring farmers, they come here and they say, okay, so how can I make money? And that's not the way to look at your land. How can I make money? How can I take from here? It's a bit of a colonial way of looking at things. How can I use and take and get rich? You need to look in the long term. Your land will be more healthy for your children and their children. Your own body and that of your family will be more healthy. Your crops will be more nutritious. It's a no-brainer.
I'm curious, where do you sell your vegetables? Because you have a lot of it here.
We sell our produce straight into kitchens. So people can sign up for a weekly basket, and then every week they get a basket full of our produce in their home, straight to their home. We deliver on electric bicycles in Nairobi. So a lot of our produce goes into those weekly baskets. So we share our harvest, so those are our shareholders. And we also deliver straight into kitchens of hotels and restaurants.
So we're done with the vegetable section. You also have a fruit organic farm.
Yes, oh yeah, we have a lot of fruit trees. Come, I show you.
Well, have you heard about organic farming that happens here at Mlango farm? Organic farming in Kenya presents opportunities for sustainable agricultural development. Market opportunities for organic produce exist, both locally and internationally, with a growing demand for organic products. Local markets, including urban centers and health-conscious consumers, offer a potential market for organic farmers to sell their produce at premium prices. Additionally, the Kenyan government recognizes the importance of organic farming and has implemented policies to support its development. By addressing the barriers related to access to organic imports, providing technical knowledge and training, and implementing water conservation measures, the adoption of organic farming practices can be enhanced in the country. This heightened awareness of the link between food and health has fueled the demand for organic produce and encouraged farmers to explore organic farming methods. The market's demand for organic products, both within Kenya and internationally, has also provided significant impetus for farmers to embrace organic farming. Thank you so much for staying with us until this very moment. And if you're just joining right now, today we're focusing on organic farming, and this place shows you the real diversity and what they call polyculture. Are you interested to learn more about organic farming? Then you are in the right place, Mlango Farm. Also, what happens right here?
Well, same as all over the farm, lots of intercropping, crop rotation. Here we have lemon trees, apple trees, peach trees behind there, and in between vegetables, herbs, everything mixed together.
So what's so important about intercropping? Because I see you have so many crops here as well as vegetables. They don't compete for food.
No, they help each other. They don't compete. You don't know what's going on the ground also, where the roots are going. Some plants take certain nutrients, others give certain nutrients, so there's a whole world under our feet. They help each other.
I saw that you irrigate this farm to help the soil get moisture.
Yeah, we do need to irrigate, especially this weather. It's hot, it's not raining, so we do need to irrigate. But we try to hold the water in the soil as much as possible. So lots of mulching and fill it up. You basically don't want to see naked earth. It's Mother Earth, you should cover it.
So you literally mimic the rain?
Yes, we mimic the rain, so it's all handwork with hose pipes. Drip irrigation, you would need to follow a certain system, and we don't like following systems. We like freedom. The only good system is a sound system, my husband used to say.
I bet you use a lot of water when you employ this method.
Yes, we do use quite a lot of water. Another reason to make sure that everything is fully grown, fully mulched. We really need to focus on trying to keep the moisture in the soil so that you don't have to irrigate so much. But yeah, irrigation is needed.
You have a lot of fruit here, quite diverse. Do you sell them?
Yes, well, most of the fruits goes to our weekly farm shareholders, the people who get the weekly basket, because of course we want to offer them diversity. So the moment we have nice fruits, we share it with them.
So how do you really break the line between sustainability and achieving profitability in this farm?
Yes, now we're not making a profit as such, but we don't have to. But of course we need to make money. I have 80 people working here. They need to get a salary. So yes, we also need to make money. So we sell all our produce, and we also welcome visitors, and that's another income stream for us. The families, the team building groups, the schools. So we have different income streams. Soon people can come to sleep in our cottages, the natural built cottages. So it's not only selling the produce, there's other things that make it not profitable, but it's alive.
So you have been in the country for quite some time now. How do you feel, especially being here in Kenya as an organic farmer?
Now, I've lived here for 17 years now. I came not knowing what to expect with my late husband, and we just wanted to start using this land and making it better. Now I'm fully rooted here. I'm officially a Kenyan citizen now, and it's a good life. Where I come from, half of the time it's too cold and wet and windy, and Kenya is yeah, it's my home now.
Tell us, what makes Mlango what it is today?
Mlango is a place where we show people what real life is like, compared to the concrete jungle. This green life. This is life. This is the medicine. This is where you heal yourself, and we want to share that with people who are interested in that.
Els, allow me to take you back just a little bit. Before we took the break, I saw we had potatoes on the other side. Tell me about that, because I know it's so hard to have potatoes in an organic farm.
Yes, that potatoes is for us a very new story. We have not grown potatoes for 17 years because it's not possible to do potatoes with organic farming, or unless you do it really small. But potatoes get diseases and it's very difficult. We are part of international research from the Netherlands, so Linta. They are, for 15 years already, they are doing this research on potatoes that are pest resistant, because normally potatoes get diseases and you need to spray it. And so we've never done potatoes until now. We are one of the first farmers in Africa, in the wild, so to say, outside of the research setting, to try out how does a farmer do with growing these potatoes. And we're very proud of this story, that we have potatoes that are not treated with chemicals and pesticides.
I see Mlango Farm is quite successful already, but I'm curious to know what the future holds for Mlango Farm. Tell us about the future prospects.
Mlango Farm should grow more into education, because I feel more and more that we're on a mission here on teaching people about the environment, especially children from Nairobi. How do you know where it all comes from? How do you know that this life is important, that we need to take care of the environment? So we're growing more and more into education, and we're going to welcome people also to come and sleep, because now it's people who come for a day out, but they like to stay at least maybe a weekend. So we're growing into that as well. And partnerships on, like this research institute, interesting partnerships. No man is an island, and there's interesting organizations to also work together with, who have the same mission in their businesses.
Else someone would argue that organic farming is expensive to manage, and even to have it in the farm, to practice it in the farm. Demystify that for us, because someone else would go for other practices as opposed to organic farming because of the expense.
You know, we started really small. We did not have any money to invest, so we started really small, but with a vision for the long term. And I think there's a lot of farmers who have a vision for the short term. How can I make money? What can I invest? And how can I build up drip irrigation and greenhouses and pumps? So they think in investment and return on investment, and how can I make money as soon as possible? Organic farming is maybe it goes slower in building it up. But in the end, you have a thriving abundance, and it will naturally, you will have food and health for your family, and even access to sell. Abundance is what we are looking for, not money.
So people should not look at it from the expense bit of things, but how healthy you become and many other things that comes with it.
Yeah, you need to look at your land. How can I treat my land such that it will be healthy, it will be full, it will be abundant, that I always have enough to harvest.
Since you've talked to us about the future of Mlango Farm, now tell us about the future of organic farming, especially in Kenya and the wider Africa.
Well, I hope that people get inspired to grow their own food much more. We don't need to have so many big farms, but many more. Go in the train, sit in the train from Nairobi to Mombasa. What do you see? Land everywhere that is not being used. People, grow some food.
Thank you so much, Els. It was truly a pleasure to be here today. Thank you so much. Ooh, and thank you for being part of the show today. I'm sure you've learned so much about organic farming, especially the bits that you should not look at it from an expense point of view, but look at the benefits that comes along with it. Your health, your peace of mind, and all the nutritional values that you get from all these crops that are here. Not just vegetables, we also have fruits, and she has also emphasized on intercropping as opposed to monocropping. Well, I've learned a lot today in Mlango Farm. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Linda Koskei. See you again next Sunday for yet another exciting episode of Kilimo na Biashara show. See you then.